So here's everything that you need to know about the CHEFMAN air fryer. The reason why I like this one so much is the size itself. You can see it doesn't cook the most food, but sometimes that's the best kind of thing because this is something that you can pull out of your cabinet or cupboard and then store it away. And that's why I went with this size personally. You can see this holds about 2 quarts of food inside of here. And essentially how this works is you have a nice little grill, or I guess for lack of a better word, that just slides right in there on the bottom. These are both dishwasher safe, so you can put both of these in the dishwasher once you're done. We're going to be cooking fries today, so we're just going to push this back here a little bit. We're just going to take these fries, dump them in there. And what I found using this air fryer is that, yeah, you can go through and fill it up all the way, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend, filling it all the way up to the top, because the way the air fryer works is it shoots air, from my understanding, all the way through here. And so if you have too much stuff, it might not cook as evenly. So what I like to do is when I'm using this, typically the most I'll fill it up is to about halfway. Now, one of the downsides of this one is a lot of the air fryers, they have like little marks saying like, here's how high you can fill it. This one doesn't. So that's why I say about halfway. You can test this yourself, but that's the best results that I found. So we're going to be cooking French fries, or some sweet potato fries here. So once we have that in place, all we're going to do is simply slide that in there. It clicks nice and easy, and then you're going to notice there's a couple different things. Obviously, we want to plug it in the back. It's plugged in here. The cord is nice and long, so you have like a good reach here. You can see the actual size of the cord. I think it's pretty long for an appliance like this, which is nice as well. And in the front, you have here the actual timer that goes all the way up to 60 minutes, as you can see. And on the top here, you have the actual, let's see if I can get that to focus. You have the actual heat. So this can go all the way up clockwise to 400 right here. So for these French fries, we are going to be turning this up to 400. And we're going to cook them for about five or 6 minutes. So you can see once you turn this dial, the power turns on and the heating comes on. You'll start to hear a fan kind of blowing. This gets hot kind of in the back here, not crazy hot, but if you keep your hand there, it's going to get kind of toasty. And then on the sides, it gets a little warm as well as it starts to go. But as you can see, I can go through and touch it, and it's not like burning me right away. But if you kept your hand there, it probably would be unpleasant. So keep those in mind. So we're going to let these cook for a minute, and we'll come back when they're done. And now the timer is getting close, so I'll show you what it sounds like when it is now done heating. Okay, so that's what it sounds like when it is done. So once it is done frying, obviously the blower turns off right away, and then you can open this up. And as you can see there, we have some crispy fries. Maybe could have done a little bit less time. You see a couple of them got a little fried there, but as you can see, these things are really crispy. Now, all of this right here gets hot, so you obviously don't want to touch that. You'll want to have tongs or something ready to pull out the whatever you cooked, to put them inside a bowl or whatever. And like I said, this entire thing is dishwasher safe, so you can go through and put this in the dishwasher. Now, I do want to talk about some of the cons, or some of the things that I don't like about this, just so you're aware. So the first thing that I don't like is I don't love the timer. I don't love how you can't see an exact time because you're kind of putting 10 minutes or 6 minutes. Honestly, when I use this, I kind of do guesstimations of the time anyways, so it's not that huge of a deal. But that's probably the only thing that I would say is like a negative about this machine. The other thing is if you have like a large family, this of course this might not be the best option if you're wanting to cook massive meals or things. But if you're a smaller family, I have a daughter, we do chicken nuggets basically daily in this thing. And so it's an absolute lifesaver just to have something this small that I can easily clean up, easily get rid of. And then I don't like having a lot of appliances on my countertop. So having something that looks nice when it is up here, but then also being able to store it underneath the cabinet really easily, and it's not a big bulky machine, is something that I really do enjoy. So that's a little review on the CHEFMAN air fryer. I would definitely recommend it overall if you're looking for a nice small air fryer that gets the job done. And one other thing I forgot to mention is this is still warm after it is done being used. So you probably do want to let it cool down before you do go through and store it under a cabinet.